go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D.
Today.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Browns at 5-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. So sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Oh, nice move. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for Mixon last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 20. 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. York now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. Williams loses the football, and this is picked up by the Browns. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to... He's got a man complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
21-0 our score after 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Airing one out for Boyd. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. First down, here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to claw one back.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Watson on first down. And here he's got Graham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. So we come up. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
40 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Burrow will throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoff with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant. 52 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that. And
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And yet again. That fumble is going to matter a whole lot. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again, it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open and
somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, but involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.